Okay, we swabbed everything except for our administration port. Okay, so this is our administration port on our IV bag. So this is our normal saline bag. Okay, so just swabbing there. Okay, now our target when we're doing our injections is that little inner circle there. That's where we're going to put our administration needle. Okay, so we have a 20 ml syringe. Okay, of course, all sterile. Take off the package, throw garbage. Okay, and this is where we are using a, as we said already, a 18 gauge, 1.5 inch, okay, blunt fill needle. Okay, it's in red for simplicity. Okay, so that. Now here we go. We look down our formula. We're going to get 5 ascorbic acid. So we actually pull it back to 6. Okay, because we leave 1 ml for air. Okay, so that's our buffer zone. So we push it right in the middle. We've already swabbed this. Okay, keep it in the fluid. Push it up. We keep our 1 ml buffer, and we pull back down to 6. Okay, didn't. Gotta push a little more air in and then pull it back again. There we go. That's our 5 mLs. Okay. So now that I've taken that out of there, 5 mLs, now I move this back because I've already worked on that one. So here we have magnesium chloride. We need 4. So I pull this back to allow for 5. So I pull it back to 10. Okay, really keeping our 1 ml buffer. So I put that in there. Okay. Inject, keeping our 1 ml buffer. Okay. Pull it back now to 10. Okay. So good. So now, because we pulled the magnesium, we move that back. Now we're going to calcium 4. So now we're back to, okay, we go to, this time, we're going to be going to 14. Okay. So again, we push it right in the middle. Okay. Push our air in to allow us to be able to take fluid out. And we pull back to 14. Okay, now it doesn't have to be perfectly exact. Okay. Simply because we're dealing with vitamins and minerals. And again, we move it back. So now, instead of doing B complex and B12, we're going to put those at the end because they will color our, they might color the other ampules here. So now we're going to skip to thymine, which is 1. So now we pull it back to 15. Okay, with 2 mLs, 1 for the thymine and 1 for air. Okay, our air buffer. Now we push that in. Okay, and we pull it back. There we go. Okay, put that back. Now we do dexpanthenol 2. Okay, so we pull it back to 17. We got 3 mLs up here. 2 mLs for our dexpanthenol and 1 ml for air. So if you notice, I'm putting this against my hand and sliding the actual vial over the needle tip so I don't stick myself. There we go, we're at 17. Okay. Now we get into pyridoxine, which is the next one, which is 1. Okay. So pyridoxine, so that puts us at 18. Okay. So now we have 2, 1 for the 1 ml of pyridoxine and 1 for 1 ml of air. Okay, I put this against my hand, slide it forward over top, okay, and then pull it back. Perfect, okay. That's pyridoxine. Now we have an interesting thing here, so I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to take the B complex now. So we're here. So we need 2 mLs of B complex. 1, 2, okay. Again, put it against my heel of my hand, slide it forward with my other fingers, push it in, okay, pull back. There we go. Okay, so now B12, 1 ml, so I pull this back, okay. Now we're at 21, and we got 2 mLs up there, one's our cushion, okay, because B12 is a nice, lovely red color. Okay, now this, okay, basically we now put this in our bag, okay, so same thing, put this at the heel of our hand, and we slide it forward. Now if you get a smaller hand, you got to kind of play with it and figure it out yourself, but you'll figure it out. So I'm just infusing that and we get a nice lovely color here, okay, going all the way up into the bag. And I just want to flush that a bit, so I pull a little bit out, okay, and push it back in. Now, so the only thing we haven't put in is we haven't put in multi-trace nor selenium, okay, so on our you can put selenium in here, you can put multi-trace in here, okay. Now you have to use this separate syringe for multi-trace and selenium because selenium will actually, is in the multi-trace, but it will also precipitate with almost everything. So I got my 1 ml. Because I'm only using this for strictly multi-trace, and you can see the fluid on my gloves from the B12. Oh, oops, got to get that back. There we go. So there's my 1 ml. And I take this, okay, and push it in. Okay, now what we'll do, we'll take a little bit of this fluid out. See, I'm not going to do that. So I'm going to take a little bit of selenium here. So this is selenium. Okay. And now we're going to take a little bit of ascorbic acid from our vitamin C. If I can get it to come out, it's like syrup. That's why it doesn't want to come out.